Recently, our cameras caught up with professional bodybuilder Mike Francis on the tour at Powerhouse Gym in Watertown, Mass. The lifters in that gym were lucky enough to be a part of his Champion Nutrition Seminar Series. Here's Big Mike.
If you're doing back and biceps one day and 3 days later your biceps are still hurting, should you wait a couple days before you start working again?
You should, for a couple reasons. One, that you take the chance of being injured if you work a muscle and it's still sore, because it's not fully recuperated. Another one is that if a muscle is still sore, it won't respond to the training, and your chances of growth in that muscle are minimized.
How does your pre-contest diet change as opposed to off-season, or as well as how does your pre-contest training and change as opposed to off-season?
Okay, just without getting real specific, in general, the diet isn't a lot different. I eat pretty clean all year round. I make sure that I eliminate dairy products and fruit when I start my contest dieting, and also my carbs are limited somewhat from what they are in the off-season. Mainly it's just the foods are basically the same for me because I do eat clean, but the calories are what makes the big difference.
When you know to switch your program around, like, do you switch it at all through the year?
I usually don't, and with this workout scheme, the 3 on 1 off, 2 on 1 off, you're using your day off comes, the workout after the day off is always a different body part, so it's never the same. And so that allows working a body part after a day of rest, and so it's not the same thing. For instance, back every day after a day of rest. That's not what happens. It's a different body part. So you're not hitting, because if you're more well rested before you work a body part, you're going to put more energy into it, and that's never the same body part on this workout scheme. So that's the way I like it, and it's worked best for me this off season. You can change it, but I really don't like changing things until I see something that isn't working, and then I'll switch it.
Mike, how did you train to get your thickness? Did you rely a lot on deadlifts? And wow.
Yeah, because originally the people I started lifting weights with were mainly powerlifters. I never competed in powerlifting, but those are the people I saw lifting weights, and when you're young and impressionable, you just lift like everybody else lifts, and that's how I started those types of movements. And I was never around bodybuilders, basically, so that's why I stuck with the powerlifting movements, and I think that's how the best thickness is built.